Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 6th of February 2025. So gold hits new record high again as shortage worsens. Dealers stuffed on gamma sparks another stock dump and pump. The gold markets are in total de-escalation. Well, so are the stock markets, aren't they? Going up when all the fundamentals point otherwise. US stocks gained amid softer yields and lack of trade war escalation. And stocks and bonds a bid after lack of trade war escalation again. So let's just have a look at today's economic news. We've got construction PMI, and then of course the big news for the UK today is the cut-in rates, 4.75 down to 4.5, and then we've got Wallace speaking. He usually gives away a few secrets, and also Bailey is going to speak, but not until 9:05. So that's an interesting one. Why he's delayed that until later? Because normally the governor generally speaks, within an hour of actually any sort of rate change. So don't know why, but that's the case. Right, let's have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, we can see that the market is marched higher. We're going to take out the all-time high today. And we're going to continue tomorrow as well with the non-farm payroll numbers, despite them being the first for Trump, but obviously rollover from Biden era. The markets, there's nothing to stop them from moving higher. We had obviously earlier on in the week with the trade war situation, but that's gone. And as I keep saying, there's just absolutely nothing. They are complete disconnect from reality. And you can see this yesterday afternoon. The cash market opens and bang, off we go to the upside, and that's the same more or less across the board. If we have a look at the DAX as well, you can see this is also moving to the all-time high as well. That's going to be taken out as well. Yesterday, monster day for the German DAX once more as well. As you can see there, we moved up 100, 200, 250 points. And yesterday's alert, I spoke about the previous day's high, which of course was Tuesday's. And the market had no trouble getting to this and had no trouble driving through it either, and just continued to march to the upside there. And you can see the high there already being taken out, and it's just a matter of staying long and 21,802. Even the trade war thing, if 25% increase couldn't stop the market from moving higher. I mean, okay, it's in abatement for 30 days. But nonetheless, you can see that the market continues to move to the upside. The market must be seriously overvalued. I wouldn't know by how much, but anybody with a brain cell on active duty just has to look at a monthly chart and just see that there's no end to this moving to the upside. It just keeps rolling along on the upside. Just out of curiosity, this is the German DAX, of course, but let's just have a look for the last pullback, which was October 22, when Liz Truss left the building, and you can see there we're up a massive 9,000. So the market's more or less doubled. It's nearly up 100%. It's just insane, but it continues to go, and I have no doubts it's not going to stop anytime soon. So let's have a look at the S&P, see if this has made a new all-time high or not yet. So the S&P is heading back to the all-time high of 6127. That'll be taken care of, no doubt, today and tomorrow with the non-farm payrolls. And if not, certainly early next week. Again, look at the volume here as the market kicked off and wallop straight to the upside. And in the FT100, also back to all-time highs, despite Reeves and Starzy being in charge. It just keeps getting pumped to the upside. There's either a big pump here to the big money to get out and then dump the system, but just look at it. There's no end to this euphoria. It's just amazing. So look at the US dollar, and in the US dollar, still moving to the downside, but finding support as can be seen there, about 89% retracement. So sideways, waiting for those NFP numbers tomorrow. Right, so have a look at the metals markets. And kicking off with silver, up a bit yesterday, but nothing like gold. It continues to make new all-time highs. But let's just stick with silver for a moment. We need to get through $33 actually. We're just sort of sitting above the resistance there. But we need to keep moving, keep pushing, if they will allow it, of course. There, as you can see, the normal business of the day, around 130, slammed the price down, then they bought it back. and moving back at the moment on the overnight. But of course, the story really is, the news is gold that continues to move to the upside as well. And yesterday you can see that most of the heavy lifting was done during the morning, and then moved higher again and has been pushed back a bit there. What price are we actually at now? Because we keep piling on the dollars in this as well. So there's obviously a flight to quality here. I'm just wondering whether the repatriation of gold by the US, as there's something lined up down the road here to maybe offset part of the debt by revaluing the price of gold. Who knows? Who knows what Trump's thinking? So, yeah, anyway, it's making new all-time highs. $3,000 is going to be the cut-off point, isn't it, where it's going to trade to before it has any sort of pullback there. So yesterday, like I say, most of the heavy lifting was done in the mornings. Pullback in the lunchtime. Let's mark it down. Another pullback, and then now we're just nice and steady in Asia. Quick look at the gold-silver ratio, and this remains in a sideways move because both are moving, but not one faster than the other at the moment. So silver is certainly being held back. That's what this indicates here. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades and what's happening overnight. So a bit of a choppy session to begin with. You can see there this in the futures market from 7 a.m. Then the market calmed, it was sideways. And then we kicked off with the market moving higher, but then we had a quick sell to the downside. We then found support at the psychological level there to the left. And then we had a potential buy signal that was filled. The market moved up to the 200 MA where the market then stopped. And you can see the red inside of the green, so indicating some selling. Market then pushed back down before finding support once more, getting back above the psychological level of 21,400. Another potential buy there, back to the 200. Same picture. You can see what they were doing there. And then prices sideways to lower, except the support in this market proved to be very supportive, and prices then moving back to the upside, but taking a moment or two. And just before 10 o'clock being taken out. Notice again the 200 MA has got red inside of the price bar there. And then blasting through from 10 and then just making its way up. Whatever it was that caused that, the market then just never stopped. But the long side is the best side, as I keep saying there. So we kicked off in the afternoon very, very quiet, waiting for the US news. And then the market getting the news before prices. So again, now the opposite, finding support at the 200 MA. Now we're through it. And then going long and remaining long all the way through until the market closed. And then continuing with the Dow, as you can see, all the way through the evening, moving to the upside there. So peaking out around the 21,500 level. So yeah, an interesting day for yesterday. There seems to be no end to it, does it? And overnight the same. We're above the high. Expect the market to sell off a bit. That's the pattern that's been all week. Opens up, cash market, sees selling, then turns the market around and moves it back to the upside. Okay, we've got the rate cut today. Bailey speaking tonight, and anything else that Trump might conjure up and throw out into the markets as well. It seems like he's backtracked on his Riviera of the Gaza and the Middle East. Thank goodness. He must have had a Biden moment at that point. I had no idea where that came from, but utter lunacy. But then we can expect more of that as well. Right, that's it for this one. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.